The term TikTok warriors is often used derisively to describe Chechen units loyal to Ramzan Kadyrov, the head of the Chechen Republic, because their actions on the battlefield frequently focus more on social media appearances than actual combat. Now, Russian Kursk conscripts tell the truth about Kadyrov's Akhmat Special Forces unit. According to them, Kadyrovites hid behind conscripts' backs, made them go into assaults while hiding themselves. They also abandoned positions easily.
Who else do we have here? Scout, please aim so they can see. The scout is here, I am here, our guys are here. The enemy who will be watching us now. Greetings to them, because I thought that these days are his last in his life story.
They are fully equipped, they have good weapons, and we really thought during the offensive that those were the only people who would save us, who would pull us through. Akhmat was with us, roughly speaking, until the end. They wanted to leave at first. They had almost left.
Then we somehow caught up with them, persuaded them, and they returned, but then they went somewhere again. Soon Ukraine will not exist. Don't worry. They will never show up here again in their lives.
Therefore, he was just standing in position with us. But they had good equipment. That is, well, they had everything they needed. All their hope was on us in hand-to-hand combat.
How did the Akhmat fighters help you when the offensive started? To be honest, not at all. All the hopes were on us, the conscripts. They hid, they ran away. They left us. Well, how did they run away? They just hid behind us. They told us to hold the defense, go there, go over there, do this.
It turned out that these guys had very little spirit. Our Russian-speaking officer said, "Oh no, don't go out, you'll be killed." The Akhmat member would use the buttstock to just push them in the back, saying, "Go defend, go storm." He himself wouldn't go out. He was afraid. When their comrade was wounded, he lost a leg. 3 healthy Akhmat fighters who were uninjured. They abandoned their comrade. They were afraid to go out and pull him back. And they asked us, the conscripts, to go back for them. We took stretchers and, under all these explosions, ran and carried him in. The border guards were the first to flee on August 5th, and the soldiers of Akhmat left on August 8th. They are cowards. They came out. They cried. The conscript came out. Not a single one cried. Akhmat came out. They are Chechens. They are Chechens. One of them cried. I was stunned. I came out. Didn't cry. One of them came out and cried.
They even started coming to us, right into our position. They're like, "I ran away, Dan." At least we stayed until the 8th. Many are also standing, although they wanted to run away before that too. They were caught near the forest, near the grove, asked, "Where are you going?" And they said, "We will stand here. If anything, if they attack you, we will come in from the side flank."
These are heroes, real heroes, whom I am proud of.
On the other side, commander of Akhmat unit Alaudinov dreams of death at the battlefield, as it is a holy one. Then why do Kadyrovites stay so far away from the combat lines?
Один человек говорит там, такой-то там, про чеченца там говорит одного. Он говорит, погиб. Я говорю, он счастливчик. Он на меня удивленно смотрит. Я говорю, ну подожди, я говорю. Он на священной войне погиб, попал в рай. Я говорю, он счастливчик, я говорю. Нам бы тоже так.
Ukraine is well aware of the value of Russian lies. Russian ambassador to the United Kingdom, Andrei Kalin, it is nonsense that Russia plans to attack the Baltics or conquer any more territory in Europe.
All these fears that Russia intends to conquer more terrain in Europe, about Baltics and all of that, and to go all across Ukraine, it is nonsense. It is just to scare population to scare public here in order to depict Russia as a real enemy, an aggressor.
And let's remind ourselves about Peskov denying that Russia will invade Ukraine shortly before the full-scale invasion began.
Overall, such a statement is certainly an element of a provocative nature. A daily exercise in announcing the date of Russia's invasion of Ukraine, this is a very bad practice. We call for reason. We urge you to ask yourself, what is the point? Russia attacks someone. We urge you to remember history. Throughout its history, Russia has never attacked anyone. Russia, which has survived so many wars, is the last country in Europe that even wants to speak or utter the word war.
A comprehensive compilation from the 2nd Mechanized Battalion of the 30th Brigade, showcasing the effective use of drones equipped with shotguns to neutralize Russian reconnaissance drones mid-flight. Destroying enemy drones with relatively cheap drones saves resources and denies the enemy valuable assets. Winning aerial dominance at low altitudes supports reconnaissance, artillery spotting, and precision strikes. Ukrainian forces have shown the ability to rapidly adapt to new threats and develop creative solutions. Russian forces also deploy counter-drone systems, including jamming and directed energy weapons, complicating operations. High-intensity drone warfare can become expensive, especially if advanced custom drones are lost. The contested electromagnetic spectrum adds a layer of complexity, as both sides attempt to disrupt each other's drones. Drone dogfights are symbolic of the broader shift in modern warfare, where unmanned systems play a critical role. At least 65 oil tankers have dropped anchor at multiple locations, including off the coasts of China and Russia, since the United States announced a new sanctions package on January. 10 ship tracking data showed on Monday. 5 of those tankers were stationary off Chinese ports, and a further 7 dropped anchor off Singapore, with others halting near Russia in the Baltic Sea and the Far East, according to Reuters analysis based on marine traffic and LSEG ship tracking data. The U.S. Treasury on Friday imposed sanctions on Russian oil producers Gazprom Neft and Surgutneftgaz, as well as on 183 vessels that have shipped Russian oil, as it targets the revenues Moscow has used to fund its war with Ukraine. The halt in trading for these tankers adds to further pressure on vessels already hit by previous U.S. sanctions. These include another 25 oil tankers that were stationary around various locations, including off Iranian ports and also near to the Suez Canal, ship tracking analysis showed. Some ports have already acted before the latest measures, adding further strains. Shandong Port Group banned tankers under U.S. sanctions from calling at its ports, traders said last week. Analysts estimated that around 10% of the global oil tanker fleet was subject to U.S. sanctions. The effect of these sanctions should be supportive to the tanker market as vessel supply in the broader fleet shrinks, but the real potential strength would come once other exporters make up for the lost volumes. Jefferies analyst Omar Nokta said in a note. Average daily earnings for supertankers jumped over 10% on Monday versus the previous day to around $26,000, according to market estimates. Some charterers already tried to secure ships on Friday after the sanctions were announced, pointing to the tightening supply of ships. Increased demand for exports to India and China from outside Russia will increase non-sanctioned tanker demand, trade analytics platform KPLR said.